Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome once more to my CRPG News Roundup, this time for September 13th, 2025, where each week I take a look back at the week in computer and console role-playing game news and bring you the highlights. HyperX Fantasy is set to release on September 22nd. It'll be a narrative RPG inspired by things like Nier Automata, the Stanley Parable, and will target the PC. Hades 2 is set to leave early access on September 25th, I believe. Yeah, it's been in early access for well over a year at this point. It looks like it'll launch on the Switch and the Switch 2 as a timed exclusive as well, with physical editions to be released in late November. War Tales got another DLC, Contract the Thief. This one will allow you to run a stronghold with your warband, so that's neat. Cairn, Mithra's Curse is set to hit PC on October 9th. It looks like it's set in a Scottish Highlands-inspired world, where you play a boy who must save a town from a cult's curse. Pokemon Legends Z to A will be getting a DLC, although not sure if it launches when the main game does or not. It'll include post-story content. Pokemon Legends Z to A will come out on October 16th for the Switch platforms. And then Pokemon Pokopia was announced as well, and will be a more life sim game where you control a Ditto infiltrating human society. I mean, it can transform into human shape. So you build up an environment to attract other Pokemon to do whatever it is that Dittos do with other Pokemon. I don't want to hear about it. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment is another Switch title that'll hit on November 6th this time. It'll be an action RPG spin-off from the main Zelda series based on in the Breath of the Wild timeline. Stardew Valley is getting a Switch 2 version this fall. It looks like it'll include support for 4-player split screen as well. Arknight's Enfield is set to release sometime early next year. It'll be an action RPG targeting the PC, PS5, and mobile platforms, and will be based off the Arknight's mobile game, and I guess with tower defense game as well. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is set to get releases on the Switch 2 and the Xbox Series X/S on January 22nd of next year. Pre-orders are available now. It looks like the Dynasty Warriors Origins is getting a Switch 2 version as well. It'll also target January 22nd, which is the same time a DLC will open up on other platforms. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection is set to hit on March 13th, targeting the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and the Switch 2. It'll be another in the spin-off series of Monster Hunter connected RPGs. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave was announced for the Switch 2 next year. It'll be a new entry in the Fire Emblem Tactical RPG series, with more details to come later. Next year, we'll also see the release of the Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection for the PC, PS4 and 5, Xbox One and Series X/S, as well as the Switch. It'll include all 7 titles in the Star Force action RPG series from over the years. And then there's a creature-collecting roguelike game called Path to Tamer Town announced. It'll target the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X/S, and the Switch 2 sometime next year, and will feature procedurally generated cities letting you catch and evolve creatures while collecting badges in stadiums. So hopefully they won't have any issues. I see Switch 2 on that list. The Hearth and Harbor will be a restaurant management RPG set for PC. It'll set in the same area, the same world as The Pale Beyond. This one will have you entering a harbor city after escaping a war and working to revitalize a restaurant there. As far as actual releases go, there's Borderlands 4, the latest in the shoot and loot style series. I'm told it does have some optimization issues on certain PCs, quite a few PCs, but I guess that's to be expected. Then the Legacy of the Forge DLC for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 saw its release. It offers a new storyline and the ability to build and manage a forge. For the King 2 got the Tinkerers of Fate DLC. This one introduces some new characters, the Toymaker and the Fortune Teller, as well as associated weapons and a little new content. The Edge of Allegoria was released on Switch. It has been available on the PC since last year. It is a turn-based RPG with Game Boy-inspired visuals about a man undergoing a midlife crisis. A little bit too close. Heroes of the Seven Islands is an open-world party-based RPG with turn-based combat inspired by 90s games in a non-linear high fantasy world, and admittedly art that looks like it was done in MS Paint, but it has its own charm. And speaking of stuff that has art that looks like it was done in MS Paint, Bereaved Soldiers of Fate is another party-based JRPG where you face off against the evils plaguing a world. Asmar Quest is a text-based RPG with a fair amount of graphics, with a turn-based old-school feel. You choose from various classes and play through a branching story. There is a demo available. Maniac Mind is a lo-fi retro-style RPG where a psychotic AI has taken over the land, and you must explore towns, dungeons, etc. The graphics remind me this time of older Ultima titles, like Ultima 3. Finally, there is a Border Town, a life sim sort of survival game with RPG elements where you restore an old town, explore a world, craft, etc. And on that note, let's take a look at crowdfunding campaigns, or one crowdfunding campaign. Remember that contributing to a crowdfunding campaign should be done always at your own risk. Doing so is no guarantee of receiving the product. Mention here is not an endorsement, but is for informational purposes only, and only one really caught my eye this time, The Last Roman Village 2. It has you trying to build up and upgrade one of the last Roman villages after the fall of the Empire. With that, I'm going to wrap things up here. This has been the RPG Crawler with my CRPG News Roundup. As always, links will be below. If you like what you see, remember to leave a like, comment, any feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. And there will be RPG content coming out. I've got a backlog of stuff to edit now. It's already recorded. It's got to edit. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.